9 love. Now he finds himself with at least some hope. It's something to build on. There's got to be just those baby steps, and that's all it is. It's just a crawl to standing up to walking. What can he do?
1 point at a time. Stay in the moment. Forget what happened. Just incredible to me of how rarely matches live up to the hype and the expectation.
Nadal now serving to try to extend his holds of serve to 40 in a row, amongst his 41 in the tournament.
He's just bossing the points around as Nadal. He's got Ferrer running all over the place. Ferrer doesn't know if he's coming or going.
Now this is reminiscent of 2 matches in finals here in Acapulco, one of them involving Rafael Nadal, as far as how one-sided this matchup has been tonight. Nadal's only other trip previously to Acapulco was in 2005, and he faced a Spaniard in the final, Albert Montañez, and it was just as much of a beatdown as this has been so far, with Nadal winning the tournament in the final 6-1, 6-love.
Well, the 5'9" Ferrer has tons of pride. He rarely will go away without a fight.
Something to work with. A couple of forehands. Had to cut it very fine, finding the line on both. But he has a half chance against Nadal's serve as he looks to find his way to a second break point. Had one in game number 4. The opening set could not convert. The other most lopsided final here at the Abierto Mexicano, you have to think back to, right about this time last year.
Yep.
We were here for that, and it was Ferrer doing the beatdown on fellow Spaniard Fernando Verdasco.
Lost 3 games, right?
1 and 2.
What a difference a year makes. Verdasco, a Spaniard, a lefty. But he actually has 2 different names, Fernando Verdasco as compared to Rafa Nadal.
Here's the chance for David Ferrer to see if he can level this set. And it's worth letting those who were not able to be here during the course of the week know that second sets for Rafa, when dominating the opening set, there were a number of times he allowed opponents a little margin back in. It's all relative, of course, when you haven't dropped a set. And Ferrer can't convert his second break point. But you think about it, what happened against Martin Alund. 6-love opening set. It was 6-4 in the second. 6-1 against Leonardo Mayer in the opening set. 7-5 in the second.
Ferrer's just dropping the ball too short. There's nothing behind what he's hitting on the bigger points anyway. Nadal just stepping in and pretty much doing whatever he wants. Even on the break point, he just came in with a heavy kick serve that bounced away from the Ferrer 2-handed backhand. And Nadal was upset because as he was getting ready to throw that ball up in the air, a fan yelled out during his serve. And he looked at Damien Demissois and said, come on, say something.
Get control of these 8,000, would you? It's been Rafa who has really been controlling the night.
Again, he's just having to do more than he wants to. You feel the weight of the shots coming off of Nadal's racket, and Ferrer always seems to be late, behind the ball. Certainly heavy conditions tonight favoring Rafa in a big way.
Ferrer lost his footing well back beyond the baseline, and as if Nadal needs any more help, and passive Ferrer just has to watch the fourth game in set number 2 go the way of the 2 seed.
Ferrer was close, had a break point. I'm sure if he would have been able to somehow muster the break, he would have felt that he now can start to make a move. But on that break point, Nadal just throwing in that heavy first serve, and Ferrer not really having a chance after getting the break point. So it's an uphill battle.
It's been a remarkable start to the year. Despite what's happened in this final, remember that David Ferrer has only lost 2 matches all year. He's won 2 titles, but it's another really demoralizing sort of match that he's playing. Reminds me of the match that was played in Australia in the semifinals. You know, there's a certain ceiling that Ferrer bumps into. He's number 4 player in the world, but 1, 2, 3, and 5 are so far superior to the rest of the pack.
And that's why, because a great shot making like that from Nadal can pull it out of anywhere. Ferrer is a great tennis player, make no mistake about it. This man is a genius.
Making reference, of course, to the 5 games that Ferrer was able to procure against Djokovic in the semifinals of the Australian Open. Now, granted, it was coming off a 5-set, very physical match against Nicolas Almagro that he was able to win 6-2 in the 5th. But it just keeps seeming that when Ferrer gets up against the other 4, he just can't match the firepower. And Nadal is proving that tonight.
Are you kidding me? Come on, get real, dude. Nothing Ferrer can do. Nothing. Nadal from defense to offense. Spectacular stuff.
31.
A man on a mission is Rafael Nadal tonight. By far, that the point of the match thus far. That wasn't a whole lot worse.
Well, you've said it before. Everyone fears the Nadal forehand, but the backhand is something special too.
A natural right-hander. When he puts that right hand on that racket, it becomes lethal. His balance is so good off the backhand side. And his movement ain't too shabby either.
The most famous left knee in the sports world today has not hampered Nadal's efforts, seeking a 52nd career title. Milestone year for the Abierto Mexicano Hotel Cell here in Acapulco. It's the 20th anniversary of this ATP World Tour 500 event. For the last 13 years, it's been held here at the Fairmont Acapulco Princess, this beautiful resort on the south side of Acapulco that is a fan and player favorite on the calendar each and every year. Rafa might think about coming back more often. He is unbeaten here, champion 2005. He is 2 games away from champion in 2013. Rafa is coming up on a milestone of his own, Doug. If you think about it now, and he does emerge as the champion of this tournament, which seems almost a foregone conclusion, will be his 595th career win. If he plays Indian Wells and reaches the semifinals, you got him booked in.
He's
okay.
in.
Manages to find his way in that hard court Masters 1000 event to the semifinals with 5 victories. He becomes only the 20th player all time in the ATP World Tour to reach the 600 match win mark.
Wow. He loves Indian Wells. He loves the golfing there.
And he's very fond of the golf courses there, to say the least. It's remarkable he's had success there as much as he's out on the links. Twice champion there, once runner-up in his most recent trip to the final 2 years ago. And as far as hard courts go, worth noting that here in Acapulco, this is the last time this tournament will be contested on red clay. Next year, they go to hard courts. I wonder if the Spanish dominance that has been so thorough over the course of the 20-year existence of this tournament will continue when that transition is made.
Why not? I think it will. They're equally tough on hard courts. Americans may be able to make a little bit of a dent. Nadal has just been ruthless tonight, though. Relentless and ruthless. No respect for his elders. Ferrer just 30 years of age, but boy, taking a pounding. And Nadal, no respect for records either.